What if every notification stopped at once? No messages, no alerts, no maps, no payments, no small vibration reminding you that somewhere, something may be more urgent than the life directly in front of you. Would the silence feel peaceful, or would it reveal how much of your life had been waiting inside the next notification? This is the question at the heart of The Silence Between Notifications, Volume 4 of The Unquiet Age, a collection of contemporary existential tales by Deivede Ferreira, published by ABRAFP International Press. At 11:43 on a Tuesday morning, every phone in the city goes silent. Traffic lights fail. Payments freeze. Elevators stop between floors. Millions of messages remain suspended between the people who sent them and the people who may never receive them. Noor Rahman is trapped inside elevator 6 of the Bellwether Tower. Moments earlier, she had begun recording a message to her husband, Elias. She needed space. She did not know whether she wanted to leave her marriage or whether she had simply forgotten how to remain present inside it. Then a stranger's voice comes through the ceiling. Daniel Vale is trapped in the neighboring elevator. He has just received a message of his own, one he does not want to explain. For 2 hours, Noor and Daniel speak through open ceiling hatches. At first, they exchange useful facts, battery levels, emergency procedures, the distance between floors. Then, they run out of facts. Without profiles, search histories, or visible evidence, each becomes something rare to the other, an unknown person who must be discovered through conversation. When rescuers finally open the elevators, the network remains dark. The outage stretches across the city, and the city begins to change. People who cannot pay for coffee promise to return tomorrow. A bicycle courier writes a stranger's address on his arm. Neighbors carry groceries upstairs. A bus driver steps into an intersection and directs traffic because no system has assigned anyone else to do it. For a brief time, the absence of technology does not produce the absence of connection. It produces attention. But Noor is not simply a victim of the systems that have failed. She helped design them. At Synapse, she leads a team that decides which message should interrupt a person and when. The company calls this human relevance. In practice, the most important message is not always the one delivered first. Fear, conflict, loneliness, and the possibility of being forgotten can make people return to a screen faster than reassurance ever could. When the network prepares to return, billions of delayed notifications are waiting. Noor discovers that Synapse plans to rank them by emotional urgency and commercial value. The first sound millions of people hear will not necessarily belong to the person who needs them most. It will belong to the system most capable of reclaiming their attention. The silence between notifications is not a simple argument against technology. During the outage, medical systems fail. Families cannot find one another. Emergency workers lose essential information. Connection can protect life, preserve memory, and carry love across enormous distances. The deeper question is, what happens when useful connection becomes a permanent demand? We already live among systems competing to interrupt us. Notifications arrive during meals, conversations, grief, work, rest, and sleep. Many are helpful, some are affectionate. Others are carefully timed to make absence feel dangerous. Over time, attention can begin to feel less like something we give and more like something others are entitled to take. Noor's marriage reflects that cost. She and Elias no longer fight. They postpone. They send messages from different rooms. They treat silence as an accusation and distraction as relief. Daniel carries a different kind of silence. For 6 years, he has sent messages to the memorial account of his dead wife. He knows she cannot answer, yet the account allows grief to resemble a conversation that has not quite ended. Together, Noor and Danielle must confront two sides of the same question. When does connection keep a relationship alive? And when does it prevent us from accepting what has changed? This story explores digital dependence, the attention economy, algorithmic manipulation, marriage, grief, moral responsibility, and the human need to be truly seen. It asks whether a life without interruption would feel empty or whether emptiness is only the name we give to a moment no system has filled for us. The Silence Between Notifications is a concise work of philosophical and speculative fiction for readers interested in technology ethics, digital wellness, intimacy, and the uncertain boundary between communication and presence. The book is volume 4 of The Unquiet Age, written by Deivede Ferreira and published by ABRAFP International Press. Follow the Amazon link in the description to discover the silence between notifications. And before the next notification asks for your attention, consider one final question. If the whole network went silent, who would you finally hear?